Hi everyone, welcome to World of Tanks with StewiejP. I'm Stewie, you're not, and either's this bloke. This is Team Efficiency Scal running around in one of the new Tier 10 light tanks, the T100 LT. The T100 LT is a Russian Tier 10 light tank, and have a look at it. It looks absolutely fantastic. He's already got a mark of excellence on the gun barrel in the T100 light tank, and Scal running up to where light tanks often go on Fiery Salient. And also Prokhorovka, they do look very, very similar. He gets into this spotting bush, and this game's going to be all about spotting enemy tanks and doing what light tanks do. Looks towards the bat chat, stays in the bushes. He hasn't been lit yet. Now, if he does start shooting, it's a 100mm gun, 300 average damage, 230 penetration, 248 penetration with stance. So that's 230 with APCR, 248 with armor piercing rounds, which are premium. That's an interesting 230, 248. Look at that. That's a little bit different. Anyway, Scal's already picked up 2,040 assisted damage on the Batchat and the Object 140. Hasn't fired a shot yet. Just kicking back here, lighting up tanks for his team. That IS4 and the mouse. If their sixth sense have gone off, which I'm sure it has, they'll be feeling a little bit nervous. Scal in a pretty good position on this map, and of course, if you haven't noticed already, have a look at the mini map. Have a look at that. That's why he's not moving forward, and that's why he's just going to continue to sit in this bush and farm spotting damage. Now, the FV4005 has realised that these tanks that have been lit have probably been lit by somebody at this bush at E1, which is obviously Scal, and is put a blind shot into that bush, which is what artillery drivers often do. Now, these tank destroyers that are down here, the FV215B, and I'm sure there are other tank destroyers back there. Haven't been lit yet, but you'd imagine that's what TDs often do on this map. They go down to the sort of the J1 corner or around that area. You'd think they'd be putting a couple of blind shots into this bush, but Scal, lucky enough not for that to be happening. You could look at the bottom left-hand side of the screen. He's already picked up 6,647 hit points of assisted damage. Now, that FV4005 puts another blind shot into the bush. Only takes him for 78 hit points, though. Stuns his crew. He doesn't bother to fix his crew because he's still lighting up the FV215B183, who's down to 382 hit points. 3 zips a score. He's just kicking back in this bush, hoping that no, that wasn't artillery. The FV4005. That's clearly one of the tank destroyers, which is down here, throwing some high explosive rounds in towards these bushes. Now, he pulls back, thinking that there might be another one coming. It's probably reloaded by now, that British Tier 10 tank destroyer, and like the FV215B183, there you go. There's the artillery shell, probably from the T92. Like the FV215B183, it does have a massive gun, that 4005. Scal decides now it's time to start getting this gun singing. Puts a shot into the side of the Leopard 1, the lightly armoured German medium tank, and he's probably thinking if he pulls back behind these bushes, that Leopard 1 is probably the tank most likely to spot him. Now, I don't think he got lit when he shot towards that Leopard 1. Puts a shot towards the E4, which was never really going to land, but why not? Why not take a punt? Now, of course, all these campers who were back here up near the T92, they've decided to move forward now, feeling a little bit confident with the score on 4-1, and they're rolling forward slowly. Scal staying in this bush for the time being, and now he's starting to move forward now. I reckon he's going to want to try and get rid of that Leopard 1. That's a tank most likely to spot Scal in his Tier 10 Russian light tank. The E4 picks up the kill on that Batchat. Slam dunk killer. And now Scal moving into the middle of the map to try and pick up some more assisted damage. Just picked up 1,099 hit points of damage into the Jagdpanzer. Puts a shot into the FV4005. That's the guy who was putting high explosive rounds into him before picking up his first kill, getting rid of the Leopard 1, the Tier 10 German medium tank. Continues to move forward now, wants to keep getting vision on these enemy tanks. If you haven't been looking down the bottom of the left, that's 11,415 assisted damage from Scal in this Tier 10 Russian light tank. His 6 cents finally goes off. He does get spotted. 11,415 assisted damage. He's also got 927 damage that he's done by himself. He puts a shot into the Jagdpanzer E100. Doesn't penetrate it though. Now that Jagdpanzer E100, I reckon he's AFK. You wouldn't sit there in a Jag. Picks up another 434 hit points of assisted damage into the Tier 10 German TD. It looks like he's been stunned as well and gets taken out by the Jag on Skull's team. 1 kill, 927 damage, 13,266 assisted damage. Maybe I should get Skull to start doing some of my light tank missions. Puts a shot into the SDB-1, and now that SDB-1 not looking Skull's way, so he reckons he can put another shot into the Japanese medium. No, he can't. He moves down behind that ridgeline, and Skull would love to make sure this big E4 disappears. You can just see the E4, the T110 E4, the American turreted tank destroyer. He's just fired, so Skull will be able to get a couple of shots into him, but now he's firmly aiming Skull's way, moves around, and with the speed and the agility of this Russian medium tank, he can certainly stay away from that big American gun. Which does about 750 alpha damage from memory. Doesn't even matter if he does get shot, because he's still on 1267 hit points. He's picked up 2,113 damage that he's done by himself, and 13,686 assisted damage. That is the most assisted damage I've ever seen in my life, I reckon. 12 threes to score, just 3 enemy tanks left. The FV215Bs, which... Ooh, he was hoping to get a shot on the T92, but he was on the other side of the tracks. Fires clutch towards one of the 215Bs. And this last one, on almost full health, so there's still a bit of hit points up for grabs if you can keep that gun singing towards that British heavy tank. Here we go. This is what he likes. Have a look at this. This is just easy damage all the way into the big heavy tank. Will he pick up the kill? Who knows? He's still on, what's that, 369 health roughly. One more shot might be enough. Takes him down to 55. Brings his damage count up to 3,000, and the T110E5 picks up the kill. In the end, a comfortable win, 15-3, and of course not least of all thanks to my old mate Skull from Team Efficiency, racking up the assisted damage on Fiery Salient. It's an Ace Taker Mastery Badge, which will come as no surprise to anyone who's watched this channel before. The Spotter Medal, no surprise there. Fire for Effect and Patrol Duty for picking up all that assisted damage. Have a look at this. 3,018 damage done by Team Efficiency Skull in the T100 LT, the Tier 10 Russian light tank. 1310 base experience, 15 shots fired, 12 hit, 11 went through. 13,686 assisted damage. That is absolutely fantastic. He made a tidy profit too. 71,630 credits after tax in a premium account. And if you want to see more of Skull and Team Efficiency, make sure you tune into the WGL finals. By the time the finals games, by the time this video is up, I'm sure the new season will be up and running, and there'll be a link down the bottom in this in the video chat, you know what I mean, in the description of the video. Anyway, this is going to be a double shot of Tier 10 action. This is my old mate ShadowMonkey X from 1AR Clan. He's in the T57 Heavy, the auto-loading American heavy tank. He's on Swamp, and let's see what he does as I have a quick mouthful of tea. Of course, T57 Heavy Tank's a 4-shot auto-loader. Standard rounds, 400 damage, 258 penetration. Heat rounds, 340 penetration. And if you can keep this gun working, you can rack up some pretty big damage scores pretty quickly. You can see the IS-3's just been lit, going straight through the middle of the swamp. Now, it would be very tempting. It would be very tempting for a big Tier 10 gun like ShadowMonkey's to go for the IS-3. He'd probably guarantee himself a kill, but he would also expose himself to all these snipers which normally sit up around here, up around D5 on the northern flank of Swamp. And look, the armor's not too bad on the T57 Heavy. You can generally bounce shots on the turret, but you wouldn't want to rely on it, that's for sure. Especially if the FOC 155's back there shooting at you with its 3-shot 750 alpha damage. Of course, this is from patch 9.19.1. I reckon by the time this video comes out, patch 9.20 will be out, which will replace the FOC 155 with the AMX FOC 50B. But of course, the FOC 155 will continue to be a special vehicle, similar to a premium tank, but without the premium credits. Not really sure what ShadowMonkey is trying to do here. He's trying to get an angle on the IS-3. I can see that's what he's trying to do. He's not going to get too far up that mountain. Probably about half the enemy tanks have been lit. Most of them in the west, a few of them in the northeast, and of course that IS-3, who's no longer spotted, but he has gone down to pretty low health. Bounces. What was that? The WZ132A, the Tier 9 Chinese light tank, the new light tank. Now that Chinese light tank clearly looking at trying to pick up the kill on that 110, the Tier 8 Chinese heavy tank, which he does. The FOC goes down to the FV4202. Didn't see where that FOC was, the FOC 155. 1-2's the score. That shot didn't look like it was going to land, but he picks up 2 shells into the Tier 9 Chinese light tank. Picks up his first kill of the game and 741 damage. Moving back now, looking at the minimap, he's probably pretty confident on this side. It's just the AMX M449 and the T26C5, 2 Tier 8 heavy tanks on the enemy side, pushing down towards G1. But up here in the northeast, it's looking a little bit concerning. There's a Batchat up there. T26C5 on very low health. That should be a one-shot for somebody. A lot of map pinging going on by the dead baby Batchat, the Batchat 25 TAP. And everyone's sniping in this game. You do see it. And unfortunately, the only thing you can really do when everyone's sniping, especially if you're in a tank like the T57, the T57 is probably not the right tank to go and try and spot them, because you'll get caught out in the open over here in the east. So you've either got to join them or try and do something else. Somehow the enemy IS-3 is still alive on 608 health, and that IS-3 will probably be picking up a fair amount of assisted damage, because he would have lit up everybody in the central part of the southern spawn. Ferdinand goes down to the Jagdpanzer E100. ShadowMonkey just biding his time. He wants to make sure his auto-loading gun is in the game right up to the end. They're down by 3 tanks, 3-6. Looks like that VK100 O1P is in a world of trouble. He is. He gets killed by the M46 Patton. Still a lot of action happening in the east and the west. Just one tank. One tank annoying everyone in the west. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to push him. ShadowMonkey though, unload. This is what auto-loaders are all about. Keeps the Emil tracked, and he puts a full clip for 1600 odd damage into the Emil 2. Takes him down to 114 health. That's 27 damage done by ShadowMonkey X from 1AR clan. Unlucky not to get the kill on that Emil. Still nobody's killed him. What did he end up on? He ended up on about 100 on health at the end. But a couple of enemy tanks have been taken out in that little skirmish. And now the advantage that they used to have in the west, ShadowMonkey's team, looks like it's now disappeared. That pattern sniping back there from E2. The AMX M449 still alive over there. The T10 and T26 E5P, the Patriot tank, the premium American heavy. 6-9 the score now on Swamp. Fires clutch towards the Lorraine and misses. That's the auto-loading premium French medium tank. One of my favourite Tier 8. In fact, I would say it's my favourite Tier 8 tank in the game at the moment. It's a very fun tank to play. Looks like he might be looking towards. He'd love to pick up the kill on that Emil. He's somehow still alive on 114 health. The Batchat gets taken down to 129, I think it was, from the Type 4 Heavy. It sounded like a big derp shell. Now that Batchat, that's the Tier 10 Batchat. This is the last Tier 10 on the enemy team. Fires clutch and misses. Shoots again. Picks up the kill on the Tier 10 medium. Auto-loading French tank. He's got 1 bullet left in the clip. 8-11's the score. He's on 2 kills. 2,450 hit points of damage. Fires towards the Lorraine, thinking, oh, I've only got one bullet left. I want to be on a full clip when I engage this Lorraine. So 4, 8, 12, 16. With his full clip, he could take out the Lorraine 40T quite comfortably. His gun's nearly loaded now. 8-11's the score. He's on nearly 2,500 damage. 8-12's the score now as the FV4 202 gets taken out by the AMX M449. The Emil 1 makes an appearance over there, also on pretty high health, but he cops a massive shot. That would have been from the Jag Panzer. So he's also a one shot, and it looks like ShadowMonkey X. He's not giving up, even though they're down 8-12, he's not giving up. He wants to clean up this Lorraine if he can. He's got 4 shells loaded, auto aims, 1 shot goes in, 2, 3, 4. Thank you very much. Kills him with an ammo rack in the end. 3 kills to ShadowMonkey, 3,750 hit points of damage. Pulls back for the reload. There was a T30 sniping up here at D5, but now you can see the T30s move down here. The Emil on only 165 health. That's the tier 8 Emil. The tier 9 Emil was taken out a little while ago after ShadowMonkey took him down to very low health. Moving into a very nice position to flank these tanks. Auto aims, misses his first shot. The second shot kills the Emil. The Jag Panzer goes down to the Patton down in the southwest, and now at the score 10-13. Only down by 3 tanks. He's on 4 kills, nearly 4,000 damage. Well, I wouldn't be taking that shot. You want to make sure every shot counts. That shot goes through. Cops a shot from the T30, and with the last bullet, it is clipped. ShadowMonkey X from 1AR picks up his 5th kill, gets rid of the tier 9 American turret tank destroyer, the T30, a tank that I've just purchased myself. 11-13's the score. It's 2 versus 4. ShadowMonkey on 385 health, 4,463 damage done. As his gun's loading, he's down to all heat rounds now. He's out of standard ammunition, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Hold my beer. I've got this. He knows where all of the enemy tanks were last spotted in this area. The AMX M449 was last spotted at H5. The T10 down here. Pilot and the M46 Patton down here in the southeast. So he's coming around to try and flank these tanks. Needs to be wary of that T10, who could be on his right. He's only on 385 hit points. I reckon that's about what the T10 would do if you put a shot into the side of his American auto-loading heavy tank. 5 kills, 4,463 damage done. He's looking for this AMX. Looks like he's found him. He's on 900 hit points, so it would probably take 3 shots to kill the French heavy tank. And he's got his rear. That's 2 shots into him. 1 more will be the kill. He does. Thank you very much. That's the top gun, and he's also evened it up. Now he's got 1 shell left. What can he do? He wants to maybe put a shot into this T26 E5P. I don't know if he was aiming towards the T26 E5P then or not, the Patriot tank, or if he just thought, stuff it, instead of pushing reload, I'll just shoot the shell. 5,395 damage done. 6 kills for ShadowMonkey, and he wants to go into this next engagement with that American tier 8 heavy tank with a full clip. He's pretty much turned this game around on his own. You can see the Type 4 Heavy on 687 hit points. Now if that T10 is still over here in the southwest, the T10 won't have shots on the Type 4 Heavy. The Type 4 Heavy is only engaging this T26 E5P, the Patriot. ShadowMonkey auto aims again, puts 2 shots into him, 1 more for the kill. The Type 4 picks up the kill, and he hits the reload button. He's only got 9 shells left. He shouldn't need all 9. He's on 6,166 damage in the T57 Heavy, the 4-shot auto-loading American heavy tank, the one with the very, very interesting turret. Let's put the Aussie flag on there. Good man. And I'm pretty sure this is probably one of ShadowMonkey's favourite tanks. He has sent me a couple of replays featuring the T57 Heavy. As he moves down, looks like the Type 4 is keeping one eye on the mini-map, doing the right thing. Type 4 looks like he might be going to try and come around this way. ShadowMonkey's probably going to come along this road. try and flush out this T10. Now who knows, it's a long time since that T10 was last spotted. Down there at J3, which is that red dot on the minimap, ShadowMonkey X. There it is. Aim, 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 aim. He's not aiming your way. You should be able to get 2 shells into him. There's one. Thank you very much. 7 kills to ShadowMonkey X. The T10 was clearly still aiming at the Type 4 Heavy, and not a bad result at all. Let's have a quick look at the post-game battle results and see how we went. It's an Ace Taker Mastery Badge for ShadowMonkey from 1AR Clan. It's also lots of other stuff. Lots of... just need to find something else first and click on... where is it? Where is it? There it is. The Ace Taker Mastery Badge. Bruiser for some module and crew damage. Demolition Expert for that ammo rack on the Lorraine 42. Duelist Fire for effect. High Caliber Top Gun. Absolute ripper. 6,862 hit points of damage. 7 kills. 1281 base experience. You can see the Type 4 Heavy had a good game as well with 1337 base experience. He picked up 2,728 hit points of assisted damage as well as the damage that he did. That's why he got top score by experience. But ShadowMonkey fired 29 shots, 22 hit, 21 went through. Ace Taker Mastery Badge cost him a few credits because he was down to premium rounds only in that 11 minute and 44 second game on swap. So there you go, the T57 Heavy and the T100 Light Tank. And what do you reckon? That T100 Light Tank was absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to show you one more replay featuring the T100 Light. Just make sure it's working. Yes, it is. This is my old mate Lone Dog from Rats Clan. This is another T100. This is a last minute submission, and I thought I'd chuck this one in. This will go well with Skull and ShadowMonkey's replay. Also on Swamp, and you can see ShadowMonkey. You can see Lone Dog has just been spotted. Missed the first bit of the replay, but obviously he started up here. He's moved all the way around here, trying to get vision on the enemy team. Lights up artillery. The GWE100 puts a shot. He gets lit, so he puts a shot into the German artillery piece. One more might be able to kill him. If it lands, it will. Lone Dog from Rats Clan's already picked up a kill and 550 damage. Getting rid of the big tier 10 artillery, the GWE100, the big German. Looking towards that WZ132 now. Deciding against starting a tit-for-tat engagement too early on in the game, because they've lost their T26C5, so the score's even, but in this tier 10 game, when there's only 3 tier 10s on each side, the enemy side have lost one of those tier 10 tanks already. Puts a beautiful shot into the undercarriage of the Tiger 2. They might be called undercarriages, I don't know. Cops a shot and loses his driver, and that's the risk of these kinds of engagements in a light tank. There's no armour, so you can lose crew members pretty easily. And Lone Dog from Rats Clan got some damage and a broken track there from the Tiger 2, so he changed his mind about trying to engage that tier 8 German heavy tank frontally, which is probably the right thing to do, even though you're a tier 10. That tank's a heavy, so it's going to be, you haven't got the armour, you're gonna lose that fight sometimes. Moves into a position where he can get side shots into the Tiger 2. Takes him down to 343 hit points. WZ picks up the kill. Type 4 kills the T32 elsewhere over on the other side of the map in the central western part. Lone Dog from Rats Clan, 3-2's the score. Running around here, maybe looking to try and flush out anyone who might be camping. Just one artillery on each team, and of course we saw him get rid of the German artillery early on. He's on 889 hit points. He doesn't want to cop too many shots from these remaining enemy tanks. A very interesting way this battle's fought out. Lone Dog's side comprehensively won the east with not many tanks, and now they're in a position where Lone Dog can get vision on all these tanks. Everyone else is clearly in this area in the southwest. Shoots and misses the FE215B183. 6 Sense doesn't go off, so he's probably thinking, here we go, this could be an opportunity for some snipe damage. Auto aims on the WZ, changes his mind, fires clutch, takes him down to 48 hit points. His team is down by a tank. Now they've evened it up again, getting rid of the T28 prototype. Lone Dog from Rats moving forward now. He's done just over 2,000 damage. He's picked up a bit of assisted damage. I don't think he's going to get 13,000 assisted damage like we saw our old mate Skell do, but he's continuing to move forward and keep these tanks lit up. Damages and tracks the FE215V183. He knows that that turret can't turn all the way around, so he's not going to be in damage. Tracks him again, takes him down to 196 hit points. If he can pick up the kill and get rid of another tier 10, that's going to even it up again. 5 apiece. The ISU 152 Lone Dog will be buying a Tats Lotto ticket after this one. The SU 152 didn't penetrate Lone Dog in his light tank. His tracks ate the shot, and in the end he gets the revenge kill. 2 kills to Lone Dog, 3,205 hit points of damage. Again, another ISU 152 shoots and misses, so Lone Dog says, thank you very much, I'll just go get behind you if you don't mind. And my better rate of fire and my agility and mobility is going to make sure you die, ISU 152. Or not. Is he going to get a shot in? Moves to the side, so he minimises the chance. Jeez, the T49 killed that ISU 152 in the end. But I reckon that ISU 152 was about a second and a half away from being able to blow Lone Dog's head off with that big 152mm derp shell. Time for a bit of shenanigans now. He drives into the T10. Doesn't scratch him, but he does track him. And looks like the T10 clearly aiming elsewhere, so Lone Dog will say no worries. The 3 kills are better than 2. T49 shoots towards the T34, but he also cops a shot from the premium American Heavy Tank, and Lone Dog knows he'll be able to get 2 shells in before the T34 reloads. Takes him down to 339 hit points, 4,881 damage done. He does cop a shot from the T34. Slightly mistimed that engagement. He got shot in the back from another T100 light tank, which consequently got killed by somebody else. 12-5's the score. Auto aims on the T34. T34 shoots the ground. Lone Dog kills him. Gets behind the E75, and he's just saying, come on, gun load. Takes him down to 405 with 1 shot into the rear. E75 continues to reverse. The T49 derps the E75 before Lone Dog picks up the 5th and final kill of the game, giving himself an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge in the T100 Light Tank, the new Tier 10 Russian Light, 5,478 experience. That's with his daily double. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for Lone Dog from Rats Clan. Also Bruiser, Duelist, Fighter, Fire for Effect and High Caliber. He had an absolute belter on Swamp. 6,028 hit points of damage in the end. 5 kills. That's only 1 tank did more than half, and that was at WZ. 111-4, and of course he did. I did a hell of a lot more than anybody on the enemy side. 26 shot fired, 23 hit, 22 went through, 6,028 damage, 1,014 assisted damage, and he made a tidy amount of credits, 24,106 credits after tax in that game that went for less than 7 minutes in the LT100. So there you have it, a triple shot. It was just going to be 2 games, but I thought, stuff it, throw in a third one featuring my old mate Lone Dog. And don't forget to check out Team Efficiency in the WGL, the WGL, the Gold League. World of Tanks 7 versus 7, all at Tier 10. There'll be a link in the video description below. Check them out on weekends, and some pretty entertaining stuff. Thanks very much for the replays, fellas. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.